Howdy y'all, it's time for another adventure with the Rock Doctor. This week we take the journey of the dead man. This all sounds a bit ominous, and it was, especially if you were trying to cross this stretch of the Mojave Desert in the days before comfortable air-conditioned cars and trucks. This two-part video explores the area north of Lake Mead along Highway 167 to Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's go explore a section of the Old Spanish Trail known as the Journey of the Dead Man. The majority of today's adventure takes place in the Lake Mead National Recreation area. The recreation area was established in 1936 and is named after the towering structure of the Hoover Dam, which holds back the waters of the Colorado River to form Lake Mead. The lake spans more than 110 miles with over 500 miles of sandy beaches and rocky coves. The park is home to numerous species of birds, reptiles, and mammals, including bighorn sheep, coyotes, and bobcats. The desert landscapes provide magnificent backdrops for hiking, camping, boating, fishing, and other outdoor activities. We soon find ourselves at the entrance to the Valley of Fire State Park. This state park is loaded with areas to explore and sights to see, so it will eventually be covered in an upcoming video. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel and turn on those notifications. The Valley of Fire State Park was established in 1935, making it Nevada's oldest state park. It spans over 40,000 acres and is known for its breathtaking views, vibrant red sandstone, and unique rock formations. Within Valley of Fire State Park, visitors can explore the ancient petroglyphs and pictographs left by early Native American inhabitants and hike through the park's trails. Deserts are said to be a dry and desolate location. However, Blue Point Spring and Slim Creek Oasis are two hidden gems located in the Mojave Desert region of Nevada, just a few miles from Lake Mead. Blue Point Spring and Slim Creek Oasis share a humorous history. The story involves an early 1900s irrigation project designed to bring the water to the farm fields of St. Thomas, a now deserted ghost town and until recently completely submerged under the Overton arm of Lake Mead. A canal was eventually constructed from Blue Point Spring to the farmland, but in the process, the construction crew drank plenty of the crystal clear water to stay hydrated. The crew soon realized the mineral spring water acted as a natural laxative, causing the construction crew to lose a huge amount of weight. Henceforth, the runoff from Blue Point Spring was forever known as Slim Creek. Apart from its colorful history and natural beauty, the ecosystem around Blue Point Spring and Slim Creek Oasis plays an essential role in preserving the wildlife of the region. It provides a haven for a diverse range of flora and fauna, including species that are adapted to the unique conditions of the desert environment. The water of Blue Point Springs creates a microclimate that supports the growth of trees, shrubs, and grasses that are otherwise absent in the surrounding desert landscape. The wildlife around these oases serves as a crucial part of the Mojave Desert ecosystem. Our next stop is Rogers Spring, one of the most significant natural attractions in the Lake Mead National Recreation area. The spring produces nearly 400 gallons of water per minute from the Rogers Springs Fault, which is part of what is known as the North Shore Complex. The North Shore Complex represents one discharge area from a limestone and dolomite aquifer system that underlies Nevada and western Utah. Geologists theorize that the water that supplies the aquifer is from the mountain ranges around Ely, Nevada, some 250 miles north of this area. As the groundwater flows south from the mountain ranges through the porous limestone and dolomite rocks, the high subsurface water pressure forces the groundwater to flow upward along the faults and emerge at the surface as Rogers Spring, as well as many other natural occurring springs in the area, including the spring we just discussed, Blue Point Spring. Warning signs posted at Rogers Spring alert visitors to the possibility of a deadly amoeba that lives in the warm fresh water and soil, Naegleria fowleri. This microorganism belongs to the family of free-living amoeba, which means it can survive and grow in the environment without the need for a host. However, in rare cases, when it enters the human body through the nose, it can cause a serious and often fatal disease. The disease is a rare but deadly brain infection caused by the amoeba. It is commonly known as the brain-eating amoeba because it destroys the brain tissue by feeding on it. Once contracted, it is a rapidly progressing disease, and the symptoms usually appear within 1 to 7 days after exposure. These symptoms include headache, fever, nausea, vomiting, and a stiff neck. To reduce the risk of infection, it is essential to practice proper hygiene, and it is crucial to use proper nose protection if you venture into the thermal waters. It is important to be aware of the risks associated with the organism and to take every possible precaution to avoid exposure. The history of Rogers Spring goes back thousands of years, as Native Americans used it as a reliable source of water before the arrival of European settlers. The region around Rogers Spring has been inhabited for over 10,000 years, as evidenced by the various archaeological sites in the area. With the arrival of the European explorers in the 1800s, the region underwent significant changes. The natural resources of the area, including the water from the spring, were exploited for commercial purposes. Rogers Springs soon became a stopover point for miners and traders traveling between California and Nevada along the Old Spanish Trail. In the late 1800s, the Southern Pacific Railroad extended its tracks to the region, providing access to more markets and allowing people to settle in the area. The spring also became a primary source of water for the growing population, leading to conflicts over its use. Over the years, the area around Rogers Spring has seen attempts to create a bird refuge and a tropical fish hatchery. Today, the National Park Service remains committed to protecting these springs from commercial development. Remember, take only pictures, leave only footprints. I hope you've enjoyed part 1 of The Journey of the Dead Man. Part 2 will be coming soon and will take you to the outskirts of Las Vegas, Nevada, where I will be answering the question as to the origin of the name Journey of the Dead Man for this section of the Old Spanish Trail. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all those who watch, subscribe, and comment on our videos. As always, don't take a trip, let the trip take you. I'll be seeing you soon on our continued adventures along the Old Spanish Trail.